All right, we're on to the crutch. We are going to delete the crutch. All right, you know how crutches work, right? You break your leg and then you get crutches and then you lean on crutches to help you walk and your leg starts to get better, you don't need the crutch anymore. But it still kind of feels weird to not be doing that like little limp, right? Because you just like created this new kind of like comfort zone to like protect that leg until it gets better, right? We do this in life as well. It's your life crutch, okay? And in this time, in this change, this transformation that we're doing throughout this whole week, I know that you will want to fall back into your own ways. I know you will. And maybe you've already seen it so far, right? Maybe fall back into your own excuses, into your old stories, because it's easier. It's easier. It's comfortable. You know that place. You know how you're going to feel, whether it's good or bad. You know who's going to be there, whether it's good or bad. Right? But you don't grow in that comfort zone. You don't grow, you don't learn, you don't change, you don't evolve when you're staying stuck in that comfort zone. But I know you know this because that's why you're in this program, right? That's why you're in this workshop. In this workshop for me to help you, guide you through this time. Okay? So, some of you might know Tim Grover. He was the strength coach for Michael Jordan and many other great basketball players. And what he said that really stuck out to me and helped me create the change was that he said, own your weakness or it will own you. Own your weakness or it will own you. So I'm going to ask you right now to get a pen, paper, sticky notes, back of a magazine, and a pen, anything you can write down. So you can pause this now if you need to go get that, and press play when you're there. All right, so you're going to write down what your weakness is. What is your weakness? And you're going to own it. And it's going to be like the first one that kind of pops in your head. And I'm sure you have a lot of judgments in there, or like, no, that shouldn't be it, or I don't want to write that one down. Write it down. Write it down, okay? Because your weakness could be your crutch as well. Okay? You could be using your weakness as a crutch and not knowing what you're doing, not knowing that you're actually doing this. So you're going to write down what your weakness is. And for example, I'm here to be vulnerable with you, open up so that we can connect. My weakness, which was also my crutch, was that I was never smart. I was the C minus student. That's the way that it was. I wasn't good at reading. I wasn't good at comprehension. It's just what it is. Just what happened. Right? And everything I did, I used that story as a crutch. Why I didn't do well in studies, why I didn't do well with reading because I couldn't comprehend, why I got C's in school, why I didn't study psychology or something more about the mind in college, because my story, my crutch, was that I can't read, I can't comprehend. So how the hell am I going to get through that in college? No way, I will never make it. Even if it's something that I like truly desire to do. So that was my crutch that I leaned on. Why? Because I knew that place. I knew that place of me not reading very well, not comprehending. I knew that place. Then this crutch became a self-belief, a limiting belief for me to learn new things. And it was crippling. And then it spiraled into relationships. I can't have this person relationship because I'm this way. I can't have this job because I'm this way. I can't do these things with my environment and go find a house or go buy a car because I can't comprehend what I'm reading. So it's a ripple effect. This self-limiting belief that I've created at such a young age has gone into my adulthood. And we do this. And it's okay. We're human beings. But what we're going to do right now is burn this crutch. Yes, we're going to knock it down. Knock it out from under you. We're going to eliminate it. But how do we do that? Like, how do we eliminate something that is so stuck in our minds? First, you're going to understand why it's there. Why was it there in the first place? What was the seed that was planted? Where did it come from? And then we're going to reframe. All right, so hopefully you have your pad of paper and pen, and what you're going to do right now is you're going to write down the crutch, your crutch, the story you always fall back on as to why you can't do something, why you can't be something, why you can't get something. You're going to write down that crutch. It could be one word. It could be a paragraph. It could be 2 sentences. But you can pause this and write that down now. Okay, so what was the weakness that you used as a crutch or your overarching crutch? Because it doesn't have to be your weakness, which is your crutch. But sometimes it aligns that way. Okay, you can pause this now and write that down. All right, so now what we're going to do is hopefully you're in a place to where you can close your eyes, where there's no distractions around you. If you're not, please get in that place now. Because what we're going to do is we're going to close our eyes and do a little bit of a visualization. All right, so I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Whenever you're stuck, you're overwhelmed, you're pissed off, you're stressed, you go to that breath. You do deep breaths to find that clarity within you, to regain that oxygen, okay, to find that clarity in the mind. That's why we always do the breathing first thing, okay? It's like your little secret package for you to do, okay? So, another one. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. You're going to settle into your chair, or the bed, or your seat, or your couch, or the floor, wherever you are. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, relax your tongue. Give yourself permission to just be. Any tension you feel in your body, let it release. You feel your body just getting heavier and heavier, and more relaxed in the seat that you're in. And now you're going to think back to the last time you thought of and felt that crutch. You're going to really dive in. It comes up for you right there. Don't push it away. It's that one that you first thought of. Think back to the first time you thought of and felt that crutch. How old were you? Vividly see that moment. Who's there with you? Where are you? What are the people around you doing? Is there anybody around you? What are you seeing? What are you feeling? What are you hearing? Vividly see everything about this moment. We're going to be here for a few seconds. what you're going to do, you're going to take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. When the time feels right for you, you can open your eyes. I want you to write down everything that you just saw, the whole scenario of what just happened. You're going to write everything down now. Go ahead. You're not going to judge what came out. You're not going to bash yourself. I'm this age right now, and really something came up when I was 6 years old about the teacher telling me no. Like, are you kidding me? That stuff is still in me. Like, I'm older than that. I'm an adult. Like, I shouldn't be thinking of these things. I should have healed from this by now. Well, you haven't. So leave it. All right? Write it down. That's why you're here in this program, in this workshop, to help yourself heal. Be honest with yourself. Be vulnerable with yourself at this time. Give yourself permission. Unleash on the page. Write everything that you saw in that moment. Okay? You can pause this now. All right. You might be feeling a lot of emotions right now, which is great. Give yourself permission to feel through. Trust yourself. You're going to be okay. All right? So now I want you to think, because you have the whole scenario, the event of when the first time you felt this crutch. You are going to now, I'm going to ask you, when this weakness occurred, what belief did you make up of yourself in that moment? What belief did you make up of yourself in that moment? You can pause this now if you need more time to write all that stuff down. Remember, if you have any questions, I want you to pause this now and you email me. Okay? I am ready.natalie@gmail.com. Email me if you have any questions during this time. Okay? I want to make sure you can see this and understand this, have so much clarity with this. Okay? So, with that weakness, with that crutch that you just saw the first time that this happened to you, in that moment, what belief did you make up of yourself? Okay? Chances are you have created this belief to protect yourself at that time of that event. That is carried through your adulthood because you say it every day during the week, and you say it every month, and then you say it every year, and now you're still believing it with who you are and where you are at the age you're in right now. Okay, you tell yourself stories over and over and over again in your head. Your mind will start to believe it's true. Your mind will believe that it is true. Not being able to see anything but what you can't do. Nothing but that crutch. Instead of seeing opportunities, it sees that crutch. Because you tell the story like a chip count. You tell the story, you tell the story, you tell the story, you tell the story. So when your prefrontal cortex says, all right, I want to go, I want to make a change, I want to do something new, the habit brain pulls you back and say, whoa, 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 I have a whole stack of whatever your crutch is here, so looks like we're not going to do it. This is where we reframe. We change this phrase that you've built up like bricks on top of bricks. We're going to recreate that phrase, reframe that phrase. Okay? Remember, the whole thing about this is not, don't bash yourself through this part. And you might be like, I can't believe I still have this in my head. I can't believe, really, this is coming out now. It's okay. It's okay. You don't know what you don't know, right? But with this crutch, it might have helped you in the past in some way. It might have. But right now, as you're recreating you, stepping into your new self, creating peace with yourself, this crutch, this weakness, no longer serves you. It's only keeping you stuck where you are and holding you back. Okay? And So for me, even though I wasn't smart, it was hard for me to read, like hard for me to comprehend, doesn't mean that I can't read, doesn't mean that I can't study psychology, doesn't mean that I can't get the guy that is smart, doesn't mean that I can't do this, 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 this. It just means that I want to take a different route. I must take a different route. That's how my brain works. That's how my mind rolls. If I want to learn something new, I take a different route, but it doesn't mean I cannot read or cannot comprehend. Right? This is living in the growth mindset. There's no one way to do everything. There's no one way to be this one person. There's no one way to learn something new. Do it your own way, your own path, so that you can get to that end result. Right? There is always, always a way. And now that we have deleted that crutch, you might be starting to see and have some clarity as to why you haven't been able to push through this path. Because you had a log there, or a building, a brick building, that stopped you from keep going, which was that crutch. That story that you keep telling yourself. Okay? So now that we have killed that crutch, we have understood it, we know where it comes from, now we need to reframe. Okay? Planting a new belief, planting a new seed in your head. A phrase that you say every single day to create a new habit, to create a new belief. Okay? The mother of all creations of creating a new habit is through repetition. You repeat, you repeat, you repeat, you repeat, you repeat, right? Having all that stacked up until it becomes a habit. And your mind just starts to do it, your brain just starts to do it, and then your body, mind, spirit starts to believe it. Remember, you're the driver. You're the chooser. You choose your own beliefs. It's not about what someone else says. And, oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that is true. No. You choose if that belief sticks with you or not. You choose that belief. You create that belief. Because you are living your life now. Not your parents' life, not your siblings' life, not your kids' life, not your spouse's life, not your neighbors, your teachers, the universe, the book that you read, what society says. No. It's your life. You choose it. Whatever creates happiness for you, whatever makes you feel happiness, joy, compassion, and respect for yourself, that's what you do. That's what you do. Okay, so now we're going to reframe. Okay, so you're going to write down what your crutch is, and then underneath it, you're going to write down your new phrase. Okay, so some examples. I had a client say, my mom is just super stressed. She's always stressed, so that's why I am. It's the way it is. Your new phrase is, I am peace. Or I am peaceful. Another one could be, I'm just always overweight. I can't get strong. That's who I am. Your new phrase is, I am strong. I can evolve. I can change. Another example would be, I'm always too nice, so people walk all over me. A new phrase would be, I am strong. I stand up for myself. Another example, I've never been able to get a high-paying job because of my anxiety. It's just who I am. Your new phrase is, I'm at peace with myself. Or, I do succeed. I am successful. If you need help with your phrases, your new phrases, I want you to email me. I want you to email me right now. I have everything wide open for you. okay? That's why you have me during this journey. And this is not just a self-help book that you read and then you don't understand, and you have no one to talk through with it and understand. I'm here for you. Talk to me. Talk to me. Okay? I'm here for you. I want to help you. I want to help you be honest with yourself and really help you keep yourself on track with this new creation and this new journey. All right? I got you. Awesome job. See you tomorrow.